In order for a ceasefire to be sustainable, there needs to be a plan for negotiations and for a negotiated solution that deals with both Iran's attempts to build nuclear weapons, as well as Israel's existing nuclear arsenal. That ongoing threat in the region of Israel's nuclear weapons must be part of the conversation moving forward. It's important that we consider the tensions are having an impact beyond the leadership of the countries involved, and they're starting to spread out throughout the region. And that is why a regional solution to this escalating crisis is very important. The accusations of who fired what missile at what time, that is something that we see across all conflicts. It is very common. No one wants to take responsibility, or they do want to project a certain sense of power. And it's always confusing. As long as missiles are being fired, they're a threat to civilians, and they're threats to the region as a whole. They're a threat that could escalate out of control. What we need to see is this ceasefire actually stay in place, and a plan for a negotiated solution that deals with all of the different issues, particularly the issue around nuclear weapons within the region. Luckily, there's a treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons to which all states can join, and that will give a clear pathway forward and set the groundwork for reduced tension and increased security as we move ahead. One of the things the U.S. can do is it can recognize that its own commitment to militarism and its own commitment to weapons of mass destruction is part of the overall problem. So Trump's announcement of a ceasefire can be very useful in stopping hostilities in this moment. But in order to build a long-term peace in the region, there needs to be a negotiated solution that stops all of the ongoing conflicts, that protects the civilians who are currently being harmed in an outrageous way, and that also is rooted in international law. The International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court have already been looking at questions of what's happening in the region. So the best thing the Trump administration could do right now is to reiterate strong support for international institutions, because that is where these problems will be solved.